Welcome to Velvet Night Binge, your place to unwind, relax, and escape into stories that soothe, excite, and carry you through the night. Find a comfortable place to rest, let your thoughts slow down, and allow this story to guide you gently into mystery and calm. Now, let's begin tonight's journey to the house on Willow Lane. Chapter 1: The Veil of Evening. The fog rolls through Millbrook like a gentle embrace, transforming the familiar streets into something from a dream. You walk slowly along the cobblestone paths, your footsteps creating a soft rhythm against the weathered stones that have witnessed countless souls passing by on countless evenings just like this one. Gas lamps flicker to life one by one, their warm amber glow creating pools of light in the gathering darkness. Each lamp stands like a faithful sentinel, casting dancing shadows that make the old Victorian houses seem to sway and breathe in the evening mist. The air carries the scent of autumn leaves and distant fireplaces, of stories waiting to be discovered. This is a town that remembers, where every brick holds a memory, every window has witnessed both joy and sorrow. Every door has opened to welcome love and bid farewell to dreams. Tonight, the fog seems particularly thick, as if the very atmosphere is pregnant with secrets yearning to be told. You find yourself drawn toward the edge of town, where the newer developments fade away and the older, more mysterious streets begin. Here, the houses grow larger and more imposing, their architectural details more elaborate, their histories deeper and more complex. And then you see it, Willow Lane. The street stretches before you like a corridor between worlds, lined with ancient willow trees whose branches create a natural canopy overhead. Their long, graceful limbs sway gently in the evening breeze, creating patterns of shadow and light that shift and dance across the fog-dampened pavement. Most of the houses along Willow Lane show signs of life. Windows glowing warmly, smoke curling from chimneys, the occasional silhouette of a resident moving behind lace curtains. But at the end of the lane, standing apart from its neighbors like a forgotten melody, sits a house that seems to exist in its own pocket of time. This house calls to you, not with words, but with something deeper, a pull that resonates in your chest, a curiosity that quickens your pulse. You walk toward it slowly, drawn by an inexplicable certainty that this is where tonight's story waits to unfold. Chapter 2: The Threshold of Memory. The house at the end of Willow Lane stands 3 stories tall, its Victorian architecture speaking of an era when homes were built to last for generations. Ivy climbs its weathered brick walls like nature's own tapestry, creating intricate patterns that seem to shift and change in the lamplight. Some of the shutters hang slightly askew, giving the house a character that newer buildings lack, the kind of imperfection that comes with age and weather and the passage of countless seasons. What captures your attention most, however, is the single window on the second floor, where a soft, golden light glows against the fog. It's not the harsh brightness of electric lighting, but something warmer, more intimate, perhaps candlelight, or the gentle radiance of an oil lamp forgotten by time. The wrought iron gate that guards the property stands slightly ajar, its hinges singing a soft, melodic creak as a breeze pushes it gently back and forth. The sound is not ominous, but welcoming, like a quiet invitation extended on the evening air. You approach slowly, your hand trailing along the cool metal of the gate as you step onto the gravel path that leads to the front door. Each footstep crunches softly beneath your feet, the sound absorbed by the fog that seems to muffle the outside world, creating an intimate cocoon around you and this mysterious house. The front porch wraps around the building's corner, supported by elegant columns that have weathered to a soft gray. Rocking chairs sit empty but expectant, as if their occupants have merely stepped inside for a moment and will return at any time. A wooden swing hangs motionless from chains that barely whisper in the breeze. As you climb the steps to the front door, you notice details that speak of care and attention from decades past. Carved railings that someone once polished lovingly, stained glass panels in the door that catch and scatter the light from within, a brass nameplate tarnished with age but still readable, the Ashfords, 1892. The door stands slightly open, just wide enough that you can see a sliver of the hallway beyond. No lights are visible from this angle, yet somehow you sense warmth emanating from within, as if the house itself generates a gentle heat born not of furnaces, but of accumulated love and memory. You pause at the threshold, your hand resting on the door frame, feeling the smooth wood worn by countless hands that have touched this same spot over the decades. There's no sense of foreboding here, no warning to turn away. Instead, the house seems to exhale softly around you, settling into your presence like an old friend recognizing a kindred spirit. Chapter 3. Crossing into Yesterday. The door opens with a gentle push, moving silently on well-oiled hinges despite the house's apparent age. You step into a world that time has touched, but not forgotten, where the past lingers like perfume in the air. The entryway stretches before you, its hardwood floors gleaming dully beneath a thin layer of dust that sparkles like fairy dust in the light filtering through the stained glass. Above your head, a crystal chandelier hangs dark and still, its faceted drops catching occasional glints of light from somewhere deeper in the house. The air carries scents that tell stories of their own, the rich aroma of aged wood, the faint sweetness of long-dried flowers, the subtle mustiness of old books and cherished papers. There's something else too, a warmth that seems to have soaked into the very walls, the accumulated essence of years, filled with laughter, conversation, and the gentle rhythms of daily life. Your footsteps echo softly as you move forward, the sound absorbed and reflected by the space around you. To your left, a staircase curves gracefully toward the upper floors, its banister carved with intricate patterns that speak of craftsmanship from a more patient era. Family portraits line the wall along the stairs, their subjects watching with eyes that seem kind rather than judgmental, as if welcoming you into their sanctuary of memory. Doorways lead off the main hallway, each opening onto rooms that wait in various states of shadow and light. You choose the first door on your right, stepping into what must have once been the formal parlor. Here, furniture sits arranged for conversations that have long since ended. A velvet sofa faces two matching armchairs across an ornate coffee table, their burgundy fabric faded but still rich in color. Heavy curtains frame tall windows that look out onto the fog-shrouded street, their fabric drawn back just enough to let in the soft glow from the gas lamps outside. On a side table, you discover your first clue to the house's story, a silver-framed photograph of a family. The image, sepia-toned with age, shows a man and woman seated with 3 children arranged around them. The woman wears a high neck dress with intricate lace detail, her hair styled in the fashion of the late 1800s. The man stands with one hand resting protectively on her shoulder, his other arm around the oldest child, a boy of perhaps 12. 2 younger girls complete the family portrait, their faces bright with the solemn joy that characterized formal photographs of the era. But what strikes you most about the photograph is not the formal pose or period clothing. It's the unmistakable warmth in their eyes, the sense of genuine affection that transcends the constraints of posed photography. This was a family bound together by love, their connection visible even across the decades that separate their world from yours. You lift the photograph carefully, turning it over to find an inscription written in flowing script. The Ashford family, Christmas 1895. May love always light our way home.